Welcome back to Historic Coin, the channel where every coin tells a story more valuable than gold. Today we're about to dive into the fascinating journey of a small yet historically rich piece of metal, the 1981 Malaysian 10-sen coin. Don't let its size fool you. This tiny coin carries decades of history, culture, politics, and economic evolution. In a world where most people pass by coins without a second glance, we take a moment to look deeper. This is not just any coin. It's a snapshot of Malaysia's transformation in the early 80s, a time when the country was evolving rapidly. From its unique design elements to the hidden meanings behind its architecture and symbolism, this coin has more to say than you'd imagine. So make yourself comfortable, because by the end of this video, you'll see why collectors treasure it, historians admire it, and why you might want to look more closely at the next 10-sen coin you come across. Let's start this historical journey right now. No skipping, no distractions, just pure discovery. The historical context of 1981. To truly understand the 1981 Malaysian 10-sen coin, we must first explore the country's situation during that time. The year 1981 was pivotal in Malaysian history. It marked the beginning of Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's tenure as Prime Minister, a leader who would shape the nation's modern identity. The early 80s were a time of ambition, development, and transformation. Malaysia was striving to industrialize, to become a technological hub, and to uplift its economy. The coinage system, being a symbol of national identity, also reflected these aspirations. Every new minting decision was taken seriously. It was not just about currency, but also about symbolism, politics, and pride. Coins like the 10-sen from 1981 are valuable precisely because they encapsulate such key transitions. Overview of the 10-sen coin. The 1981 10-sen coin is part of the second series of Malaysian coins, which began in 1967 and ran until 1988. This particular coin is minted from copper-nickel, giving it durability and a silver-like shine. With a diameter of 19.41 millimeters and weighing 2.83 grams, the coin is light but sturdy. The denomination 10-sen is boldly centered on the obverse side, with the word Malaysia proudly displayed above and the year 1981 just below. The font and placement are simple yet effective, representing modernity and clarity, much like the Malaysian vision of that era. The edge of the coin is reeded, a feature that adds both grip and a touch of security against counterfeiting. The design elements. Obverse side. Let's take a closer look at the obverse, front side of the coin. At first glance, you see the massive number 10 signifying its denomination, surrounded by a simple dotted border that runs along the rim. On either side of the number, you'll notice a traditional ornamental motif, which adds cultural depth to the coin's otherwise modern appearance. These subtle patterns often go unnoticed, but they connect the coin to Malaysia's rich heritage of Islamic and Southeast Asian art. The word sen, which is a subdivision of the ringgit, reminds us that this is not just a coin. It's a part of a larger economic story. And don't forget the year. 1981 wasn't chosen at random. It was minted during a time when the country was gaining new momentum. The reverse side. A symbol of national progress, flip the coin over, and you're greeted by a striking image of Malaysia's Parliament building, an iconic piece of architecture that symbolizes the nation's political backbone. This image isn't just decorative, it's deeply symbolic. Featuring the tall rectangular Parliament Tower along with the crescent moon and 14-pointed star, known as the Bintang Persekutuan, or Federal Star, it visually represents governance, unity, and Islamic heritage. The tower shows strength and structure. The moon and star convey religion and unity among Malaysia's 13 states and federal territories. This reverse design speaks volumes about the country's priorities and aspirations during the early 1980s. The minting process and quality control. Every 10-sen coin minted in 1981 underwent a precise and sophisticated minting process. These coins were struck by Bank Negara Malaysia at the Kuala Lumpur Mint, which ensured high quality in both design and material. Using modern minting technology, the copper-nickel alloy was chosen for its anti-corrosive properties and longevity. Each coin was pressure-struck to imprint the design clearly and evenly. While most coins were released into general circulation, a limited number of these were part of brilliant uncirculated or proof sets, making them rare among collectors. The quality control standards were extremely high, ensuring consistency across millions of coins, circulation, and economic role. In 1981, the 10-sen coin had real purchasing power. For context, it could buy a small snack, contribute toward a bus fare, or help complete a transaction in everyday life. Unlike today, where coins are often neglected or overlooked, coins like these were vital for daily commerce. The coin played a significant role in retail transactions, public transport, and local markets. As inflation has gradually eroded the value of small denominations, holding a coin like the 1981 10-sen is like holding a piece of economic history. It reminds us how far we've come, and perhaps how much we've left behind. Rarity and collector demand. One of the most asked questions about this coin is it rare? The answer is both yes and no. In terms of general circulation, millions were minted, making it relatively common. However, coins in mint condition, especially those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, are far less common. Collectors specifically look for coins without scratches, with full luster and a clear strike. A 1981 10-sen in uncirculated condition can fetch a much higher price than a regular used coin. For serious numismatists, finding a proof version or an error coin from this year is like striking gold. Errors and varieties. Like many circulated coins, the 1981 10-sen coin also has its share of minting errors. Some of the most intriguing include off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet errors. These imperfections occurred during the minting process and were usually caught during quality checks, but a few made it into circulation. Error coins are incredibly popular in the collector market because they're rare and unique. Each flawed coin tells its own story, whether it's a misaligned parliament building or a blurred star and crescent. If you happen to find one of these, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Cultural and national symbolism. Beyond its design and metal content, the 1981 10-sen coin is rich in national symbolism. The Parliament building stands not just as a building, but as a metaphor for democracy, order, and progress. The crescent moon and 14-point star tie the coin to Malaysia's national flag, the Jalur Gemilang, reinforcing unity among the diverse population. Every element is thoughtfully chosen to represent the Malaysian identity, something that's especially important in a country with many ethnic groups. Holding this coin is like holding a mini-constitution. It reminds the bearer of who they are, where they come from, and the path forward. Global comparisons and coinage style. The 1981 Malaysian 10-sen coin shares similarities with other global coins of its era, especially those from Commonwealth countries. The use of national architecture, stylized numbers, and patriotic symbolism was a common theme in the 80s. However, what sets the Malaysian coin apart is its balance between modernism and tradition. While other countries leaned heavily into abstract designs, Malaysia kept its coinage grounded in real-world imagery and national pride. This makes it instantly recognizable and culturally rich. It's a great example of how coins can be both functional and meaningful. Legacy and modern relevance. Today, the 1981 10-sen coin continues to capture the interest of historians, collectors, and everyday Malaysians. It's no longer in heavy circulation, but its legacy lives on. Newer coins may come with enhanced security features and digital compatibility, but they lack the historical texture and aesthetic charm of coins like these. For younger Malaysians, this coin serves as a bridge to the past, a way to connect with their parents' or grandparents' era. For collectors, it's an affordable yet meaningful addition to any Southeast Asian coin collection. How to spot fakes and handle originals. With increased interest in old Malaysian coins, unfortunately, there's also a rise in counterfeit coins. Fake 10-sen coins are often made from poor-quality metals and lack the detail of the originals. To identify a genuine 1981 10-sen coin, look at the sharpness of the Parliament building, the clarity of the crescent and star, and the coin's weight and diameter. Always compare it with a certified reference if you're unsure. Store your coins in acid-free holders. Avoid touching them with bare hands, and never attempt to clean them with chemicals. Proper care ensures they retain both their appearance and value. In conclusion, the 1981 Malaysian 10-sen coin is more than just an old piece of metal. It's a time capsule from a nation in transition. It speaks of leadership, unity, ambition, and identity. It's a storyteller, a historian, and for some, even a treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious viewer just starting your numismatic journey, this coin has something for everyone. Thank you for watching Historic Coin, where even the smallest currency reveals the biggest stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because here, history is always in your hands.